with this, but I wanted to let you all know that I um, am struggling in my own personal life. So that's kind of where my mind's been, and I have so many things I want to do, but right now my top priority is my cat. She, back in December, had lost a lot of weight, and we didn't really know why. So we rushed her to the vet, and I had already convinced myself by looking at the symptoms she was having that she had kidney disease, which basically means that her kidneys are not functioning at the level that they should be, and they're filling up with toxins, and it's letting it go into her body. And it's not curable. The best thing you can do is try to slow the progression because it's basically terminal. And we took her and she got fluids, and the vet basically told us that it was terminal, and if we felt like we didn't want to continue to fight for her, then we could put her to sleep. And I didn't want to accept that. So we took her home, and she was on a new diet, and she completely turned around. And I felt like we had a whole new cat. So that went on for a while, and probably just like the last 2 weeks, I started to notice that she was looking very thin again. And it was a worry, and I started thinking, like, what else can we do? I was thinking of all the other options of maybe trying different things and trying herbal things, and to be honest, anything I could try. We've tried every food we can think of. She starts out well with it, and then she decides she doesn't like it anymore. So my birds are losing their mind. Um, so I'm gonna move away from the birds because they're obnoxious. A much quieter room. So I started to notice over these past 2 weeks that she was looking thinner and thinner. And to be honest, just within the last week, I took a video that I was working on to upload of a house tour. And I was editing the footage, and there's a part in the video where Callie is in my living room, and she's just so happy and meowing, and that wasn't that long ago. And over the last week, she has went completely downhill to the point where we're taking her in the next 40 minutes to the vet as basically an emergency because I don't know how to get her back up on her feet without vet help. And I'm hoping that they run fluids and it'll get her back up on her feet. But I don't know. And I don't want to accept that this is it. And it's scary to, like, I feel nauseous. Like, I feel like there's a chance I'll take her to the vet today and I'll get a phone call later saying that there's nothing they can do and her kidneys have failed, and the only thing I can do is to put her to sleep. And it's not that I haven't ever lost anything or anyone. I've lost pets before. I had hamsters. I think it's always worse to lose a pet that's young, and Callie is only 6 years old. And I actually, when I was little, we had a cat, and when I was in high school, we had to put her to sleep, and she was over, I think, 18, like she might have been 19, And I was, of course, sad, but it wasn't devastating because I knew that she had lived a long life and that she was old and she was going deaf and she couldn't eat on her own, and it was just like I accepted that was the time. And that's kind of the same thing with an old person. Like when they reach the end of their life, you just kind of are like, well, they lived a really long life. And with Callie, I feel like she hasn't lived that long. And for this to just, this is a disease that basically hits cats that are elderly, like over 10. And for it to have hit her now is scary. And um, I feel like she's had a wonderful life with us. But basically, um, I had just moved out from home and I was staying in a house that I was renting from my parents, and I was living with my boyfriend, who I'm now married to. And we found a cat on the side of the road where we lived, and we took it home. And he lived with us for like 2 months until I woke up one morning and he was breathing really heavily and he was really weak, and I didn't know what was wrong with him, so I rushed him to the vet. And they called and basically told me that he had feline leukemia and that he was suffering and he needed to be put to sleep because his lungs were full of fluid. And I wanted to be there to say goodbye to him, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I sent my sister and my husband to go put the cat to sleep. And they've told me horror stories from it. Like, it's scarred them for life. And I feel like if that comes to the point where we have to do that with Callie, I don't want her to be alone. I regret not being with Jasper when we had to put him to sleep. And it wasn't really that long after that that I want another cat. I was like, I still want a cat. And when it comes the time where I feel like I'm ready for another one, I want to go pick it out of a litter, and I want it to be the kind of cat that I want. Like, I've always wanted a long-haired cat, and um, it wasn't really, like, I think it was a month or two later, and I got a phone call from my parents, and we were actually at McDonald's getting sweet teas. And she said, I know that you wanted to pick out your own cat, but this cat showed up at our house, and they live out in the country. And she said, it actually has a hurt paw, and I think you should just come by and look at it and see if you like it. And if not, we'll put an ad in the paper and give it away. And I felt really bad because my husband was like, yeah, let's get her. And I didn't want her. And she was short haired and she was just like a gray cat with leopard spots on her belly. And I remember being like, I don't really, this is not the kind of cat I wanted. And we took her to the vet and got her checked out and made sure she didn't have feline leukemia. And she came back healthy. And the only thing that was wrong with her was that her paw was hurt. And she still has it. On her paw, she has like a pink discoloration on her pad. And it's scar tissue. And when we took her to the vet, she had some asphalt in her paw. And the only thing the vet could come up with was that possibly she had gotten thrown from a car. And where my parents live, it's like 50 miles an hour there. Like, so did they drive 50 miles an hour and throw the cat out of the car? Like, and when I found that out, I was like, I want her. Like, I don't want this cat to not have the best life that she can have. And to be honest, that's why I feel like at this point I'm willing to do anything for her. The last couple days we've been syringe feeding her, and I'm not good at it, so my husband does it, and I'll do whatever it takes to give her another month or 2 more weeks. Um, and I'm hoping, and I feel like praying, but I'm praying that we get good news today and I can have her for just a little bit longer. Because I'm not ready to say goodbye to her yet. And I know that nobody is, and I don't want her to suffer. And I don't want to give up on her, but in the same breath, I don't want to force her to keep fighting if she doesn't want to. And I know that she can't tell me, but I feel like today when I look at her, I can kind of see it in her face. And I don't know if it's just that she doesn't feel good, but she just kind of looks at you like, I'm in so much pain, and please help me. And that's why I woke up this morning and I was like, I've got to do something for this cat, because I can't just let her lay there. So, that's where I'm at right now, and I just wanted to let you guys know, and watch your cats for symptoms, and if you see any of the symptoms of kidney failure, the earlier that you catch it, the better. And I kind of blame myself for being kind of naive and seeing the signs and not really realizing and just playing it off as something else. I was like, well, one thing is them going to the bathroom a lot at once, and it was something where she had been doing that for a while, and we kind of always just laughed it off, and we're like, Callie drinks so much, and then she holds her bladder for so long, and that's why she goes to the bathroom so much. But that wasn't the case. Like, they just go a lot in volume at once, and because their kidneys can't filter it. So she's quick to get dehydrated, which I think that's what she is right now. So I'm hoping that when she gets fluids, um, that she'll feel better. I feel bad because when I look at her, I can't promise her that she'll come back home. And when I took her to the vet last time, I remember looking her in the eyes and I said, Callie, I promise you that I will bring you back home. I'm not going to put you to sleep. Like, I will bring you home. And today, I don't know if that's the case. I'm afraid that we're going to get the call that we don't want to hear. And, it's sad because Callie's always been my cat. As much as I didn't want her, she always chose me over everybody. And, we have Reese still, and we have our dog Kiko, and we have a few outside cats. We have 4, and you know, I just don't have that kind of bond with them like I do with Callie. And I know if she's not here anymore, that it will be so weird and so lonely. So, keep me in your thoughts, and especially Callie. And I don't know if this video will get put up today. Today's St. Patty's Day. That's why I'm wearing my green. And I'm gonna look through all of my photos and videos since I've had her, and we'll probably put together some kind of video of all of her stuff together, because I feel like if something does happen to her, I want to have that, because I had a cat that got hit on the road when I was living with my parents, and I was devastated, and I had a few videos, and I have a couple photos of her still, but my camera lost my photos and I didn't, or my videos, and I didn't have them. And I would give anything to have those back. And I'm not going to lose Callie's photos or videos because I want to back them up on here. So I'll see you guys whenever I get the next video made. I do have a few to edit, but it's kind of, she's monopolizing all of my time and all of my thoughts. So I will hopefully be back soon, and hopefully Callie is with me.